Hey everyone, it's Anastasia from Inkwell Games, and I have another edition of You Ask, We Solve. So today's question comes to us from Laura. She is working on Stars today, the October 7th Stars game, and she's reached a point where normally she feels like she starts guessing. And so she reached out, she said this is the state of her board. She's checked, there are no errors at this point, but she's not sure where to go next without guessing. And so I'm going to point out a few moves of where I might take this. That doesn't mean they're necessarily the right moves. Often there's many different ways to solve these boards, but hopefully this is helpful to you all. So this board is interesting. There's been a lot of columns and rows that it's clear that we need to have all of our stars in that column or in this row. So she's already, marked out on either side of this column. She's noticed we can't have exit stars here or here, this row, because they must all be within this row. So there's one other thing I've noticed, which at this point, this region was this upside down L shape, but now we've canceled out these three, which means we must need two stars in this region, which are both in the same column, so we can cancel this out. Doesn't help us a lot. But the next thing I noticed on this board is this region. So it's all in one column. She's correctly canceled out these three cells, and based on other logic has canceled out these three cells. But there's still three possibilities. Do we have a star here and here, here and here, or here and here? And we don't know yet where those stars are going to be. But what we do know is if you look down here in this area of the board, I'm going to have a star here, or both. But there's definitely one here, or in both of them. But what that tells us is actually we can look outside this region. And one thing that's interesting is this cell touches both this one and this one. And so there's no scenario where we can put two stars into this region and also a star here, because this one would cancel out that one and that one. So what I can do right now is actually X out this cell. Again, still don't know where the stars go in here, but I know at least one of them or both of them are going to touch this cell, which means I can cancel it out. Suddenly this region now is 3. You know what to do with the 3. You place your stars, you cancel out the stars that touch it, and I think you can get it from here, Laura. Happy solving.